What's going on, baby? My name is PicNick. This is PicNICKbasket Gaming. PNBG, Nick, whatever you want to call me, it don't matter. I've been streaming on Facebook for about a year and 5 months or so. We did get partnered about 5 months after, and we're partnering with SCUF, and I couldn't be any more excited to be sitting in front of you guys. SCUF asked me to sit down a little bit, answer questions from SCUF and a couple from the fam. I'm super excited to jump into it, man. It's a dream of mine to be even doing this, so let's do it, baby. First question is, what are 3 things about yourself that would best sum up who you are? Number 1 would be positivity. Number 2 would be passion. And number 3 would be competitiveness. Positivity, I put it in my life all day, every day. I didn't used to be a completely positive person. I used to look at the bad outlook and even if it was a good situation, I would think like, what's the worst thing that could happen? And I think a lot of people struggle with that. So I personally now am trying to change my life around, and have for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, where I just try to think about the most positive outlook in any situation that I possibly can, right? So positivity is a big thing. I always try to put positivity into my content, into my stream, into anything I do, to try to inspire someone else to be positive. It is the best thing in the entire world that you can do. It changes your life. Be positive. Be positive. I'm telling you, it's the best thing you do in your life. Number 2 is passion. Hey, if you don't put 110% into anything that you do, what's the point in doing it? There's no point in doing it if you don't put 110% in it. That is passion. Passion is one of the biggest attributes you can have as a human being. If you're not putting 110% in it, if you're putting 80%, 70%, there's no reason you're even doing it. There's no reason to do it in any way, shape, or fashion. Put 110% in it. Put some passion in anything you do, and your life will change. All right? Number 3 is competitiveness. Competitiveness is in my blood. Whether I'm playing beer pong, whether I'm solving this Rubik's Cube, whether I am playing video games, whether I am playing Monopoly, whether I'm playing whatever, it don't matter. It don't matter. I'm trying to beat the person in front of me, behind me, beside me, to my left, right, whatever. I'm trying to beat that person in anything. All right? Competitiveness is just in my blood and always has been. I'm just a competitive person at heart and always will be. So yeah, that's the 3 things that sum up me as who I am. I would say positivity, passion, competitiveness. All right? Number 2, what age did you get into gaming, and what was your first console? The first console that I actually played was PlayStation 1, if we're talking about console. Hey, actually, let me show you something real quick. We're talking about handhelds, though. We're talking about handhelds. We can talk about this real quick. This is not the first one, but you get the point. Game Boy Advance, some of the best games coming out of this bad boy. I didn't even show you Super Mario right there. Woo! Oh my god. We're talking about actual consoles themselves. I would say the PlayStation 1 was my first console. I was playing Tomb Raider with my dad back in the day. I was probably like, I would say like 6 or 7 when I was playing those. But yeah, somewhere around that age. I was before 10 though. Before 10. That was when I was first starting. And I was first playing video games. How long? Next question is, how long have you used SCUF, and how did you get partnered? So I've been using SCUF for about 6 years. I've always used SCUF. I was inspired to use SCUF by, the likes of Nate Shot, everybody that's been in Optic over the years. Just watching the competitive Call of Duty scene back in the day, the Halo scene back in the day, I've always been in love with SCUF. I've always seen these guys using these controllers. I've always wanted to become as good as the people that I was watching. So I would always want to use those things that they were using. And SCUF was one of those things. So I've been using for about 6 years now. How did I get partnered with SCUF? Actually, one of the people that watched me, one of my mods in my stream, she actually reached out to SCUF via email. Somebody at SCUF saw that email, reached out to me, and then when I saw the email, I got instant jitters, instant butterflies. I was so ready to do anything I possibly can to make the best of that moment, and here we are, man. It's about 6, 7 months later that we've been partnering with SCUF, and it's been a wild ride. It's been incredible, man. So shout out Queen B for sending that email, and then shout out SCUF, man. It's just it's the best part in the game, baby. Ooh. Next question is, what is your favorite game of all time? This is a very easy question for me. Halo 3. Halo 3 was so far ahead of its time that I can't even begin to tell you how amazing that game was. Although the hype that it's around Halo 3 and was back then, and how great it is even to this day, I still think it's underappreciated. The file share system. You're talking custom games with up to 18 people. We're talking Forge. We're talking back to the file share where you could share gameplays, you could share pictures, you can share game modes, all kinds of different things, man. That game was just so far, the theater system, so far ahead of its time, and it was so underappreciated at the time, even by me. And it's just that game, the competitiveness, the ranking system, and then if you wanted to play social and be chill, it was just all around, that game was incredible. Hey, I'm just saying, I had a 50 in every playlist. Did you? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Might get teabagged out here or something, all right? Next question is, what is your inspiration behind your journey to becoming a content creator, and what does your community mean to you? All right, so this is a loaded question. So my inspiration behind becoming a journey to be a content creator has been from since I started playing video games and consuming content. All the way back in the day when I was watching ZZIR Grizz and some of the first montages on YouTube, Call of Duty 4 days and stuff like that, when he was just sniping and having crazy like bounce shots and no scopes across the map and all these different things. Consuming content and watching guys of like Team Martin and X-Jaws and Hex and just like Nade Shot and Scump, all these different guys that were making content back in the day. I've just been consuming content back on Twitch before Twitch was Twitch, and it was Justin.tv, and when MLG.tv was trying to become a streaming service, and they were signing the likes of Nade Shot. Eventually failed, but that's besides the point. Just been consuming content for so long. I've always, watched Netflix. I've always watched, Hulu or TV or cable or movies and stuff like that. But my number one source of entertainment and, just what I wanted to do was watch YouTube and play video games. When I was playing, I was in between games, I'm watching a YouTube video. If I was going to bed, I'm watching a YouTube video. It's just, I've always consumed content, and I've always known that I wanted to become a content creator. I just never had the money, nor the time, nor the setup that I needed to be able to create the content that I knew that I could. I just didn't have all three of those things, right? So I wasn't gonna half-ass it. Back to the passion thing. If you don't put 110% in it, what's the point? But yeah. That's where the journey started. Was I just always been consuming content, always knew I wanted to become a content creator, never knew I had the time, the money, or the setup that I actually needed, and now here we are. All right, so the next thing would be, what does your community mean to you? I personally, everybody that watches me know that we don't ever call our community a community. We actually are a fam. We're nothing short, nothing less. We call ourselves a family, the fam that goes ham, the fam that went ham, the whole 9 yards, man. We actually, is a thing that I say and have said since day one of streaming. I never called my stream a stream or the people that watch me a community. It's always been a fam. We've always taken care of each other. I've always wanted to have a close-knit thing between the people that watch me instead of just a community, right? I wanted to, talk to them about how their day was going, or be a positive outlook on their life, or I just wanted to be that positive energy in their life, maybe to come get a smile at the end of a work day, or maybe they had a bad day and they had to come in just to get a laugh, whatever it is. I want that close-knit thing, and I don't feel as if you can do that with a community. I personally call the people that watch me a fam, and we know we're fam, we take care of each other, and that's what I'll always be. So I think that speaks loud in what my community means to me. It's not really a community, it's a fam, and always will be. So I love them to death. They mean the world. It's not I, it's us. They mean the world to me, and I tell them every single day. So next question. God, I love that last question. That last question is so good. Next question is, how has it been like streaming on Facebook? I think let's go back about a year ago, about a year and 5 months ago, before I started streaming. I had the idea in my mind that I could start streaming. I had the time, I had the money, I had the setup. I feel as if I could start streaming. I had the option. Do I stream over on Twitch? The purple guys is what I call them. Do I go to Mixer? Do I go to YouTube, or even another website, right? And I just personally, I didn't feel as if that I could grow as I wanted to grow, and we grew on Facebook. Facebook has just so many awesome features, whether it's being discovered through the algorithm, whether the share option, talking to people to be able to watch me. I get to see their real name, their real profile. So I see their profile picture, I see the person that they are, I see their the pictures that they have on their page, all these different things. So that's why I feel as if we call ourselves a fam instead of a community, because I feel like it's much more personable. The people that watch me get to know me much more, and I get to know them much more. And I think that's one of the biggest things and best things about Facebook, and it has been an absolutely incredible ride over the past year and about year and a half. And I couldn't be any more excited with the choice that I made to stream on Facebook. What's your go-to SCUF controller? So my go-to SCUF controller is the SCUF Impact. I've been using the Impact for about 3 to 4 years now. My first one was actually blue, but this is the one that I'm using right now. This red is so slick, baby. God damn. Whoa. But yeah, the SCUF Impact is what I use. I personally love it the most just because the shell that it's in. I love the size of it. It's a little bit bigger than and beefier than a regular PlayStation controller. I love that it has 4 paddles on the back. If you're going with something like the Infinity Pro, you only have 2 paddles. I love having the ability to have 4 different paddles. I got X, triangle, circle, and square as my setup. It works best for me playing Call of Duty. But yeah, I just overall love everything about this. Just the size of it, the parallel thumbsticks, just the 4 paddles on the back. I got that advanced grip on there too, high performance. Oh God, it feels so good. It fits well in my hands. I got some big hands, so yeah, incredible controller. I love it. Hey, that red once again. Whoa. All right. So I think that's the last question from SCUF. I think we're actually jump into a couple questions from the fam. So yeah, let's get into it. From my man Adam Halsey, first of all, what is the most fulfilling part of being a streamer and why do you enjoy it so much? I would say the most fulfilling thing is being that outtake, that outlook for somebody that, maybe is having a bad day, maybe needs to come in and get a laugh, get a smile, being an inspiration. I think that's the biggest thing and most fulfilling thing for me as a streamer, knowing that I have families watching me. I have multiple people tell me they got me up on the big screen. They're casting me to the big screen and they watch me while they're instead of watching Netflix, or they're watching me while they're having dinner with their family, whether it's just the mom and the dad watching and the kids along with them, right? That's why we go PG during the day unless we go picnic at night. Hey, picnic at night gets a little bit weird, but we'll keep that on the side. But yeah, I would say that's the most fulfilling thing for me, is being an inspiration for people, being that positive outlook for people, being positivity in someone's life, whether that I get them to laugh, whether I get them to smile, whatever it is. If I can get one person to smile, man, my day is successful. So that would be the most fulfilling thing for me, for sure. Great question, Adam. So we got my man Jared Dion. Jared, I apologize if I said your name wrong. He says, who do you look up to in life, and who are the people that push you to follow your dreams? It's an easy one. My parents, especially my dad. I look up to my dad every single day. That man is my hero. Actually last year, about September, me and him actually bought a house together after a situation that he got out of. It's been the best thing that I've ever done in my entire life. He's a part of that older generation. He's taken care of me my whole life. Now I'm taking care of him. So it's been an incredible thing, man. I've always looked up to him. Just his drive, his passion, his competitiveness, his cooking ability, everything, right? And that's an easy one for me. My dad is who I look up to, and he's always pushed me to follow my dreams. He was skeptical at first because like I said, I left a secure job that I was getting to experience the country with and stuff like that and travel around. But he once he saw that I was passionate about what I was doing in content creation and saw people watching and getting to chat with the people, and he's a big supporter of mine, and I can't thank him enough. I love him. That's my hero right there. That's my pops. Papa Big Dick. Shout out Papa Big Dick. Alright, so the next question would be, when you make a grilled cheese, do you butter both sides of the bread or just the side that touches the pan? This is a big question. Alright, number one is, why is this even a question? Of course you butter both sides of the bread. The more butter, the better. That's not even a question. Evan, I love you. I love you to death, but that shouldn't even be a question. Let's just go ahead and leave that out there. But yeah, I think that's it, man. Hey, so shout out SCUF. Shout out the fam. Thank you, SCUF, so much. The best partner in the game once again, man. I am so blessed, so inspired, so motivated to be a partner with SCUF, man. It's been a dream of mine forever. Hey, one day, I'm telling you, one day, SCUF, help me out, baby, help me out. We need our own controller. It'll be a dream. It's gonna happen one day, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. We're gonna have our own PicNICKbasket gaming controller. Thank you, Adam, Luke, Jared, and Evan, for the questions from the fam. And everybody else that put some questions on the feed. Thank you guys. Hey, live streaming every single day on Facebook, fb.gg/PicNICKbasket, Twitter, PicNICKbasket with an underscore, Instagram, PicNICKbasket with an underscore. I think that's about it, baby. Come check out the stream. Come join the fam that goes ham. Shout out SCUF once again, the best partner in the game. And I almost forgot, make sure, if you're on the SCUF website, man, scuf.co/picnic, scufgaming.com, whatever it is, if you're buying something on there, use code PicNICK. 5% off your entire order, man. PICNICK. If you get a new controller, tweet it at me. Show me a picture. If you're getting you know, some gamer grip, you getting a keychain, you getting whatever it is. It don't matter. Send me a picture of it on Twitter. I'll retweet, show some love. I love you guys. Doses.